Phone right there, dog.
That's crazy.
Man.
Wasn't
crazy.
me.
Oh yeah, it wasn't you this time.
There's no grass or turf out here. We're good. My years at USC were plagued with injuries after injuries. I came down and made a hit that ended my career.
Woo.
I was a wedge buster, which is probably the reason why they outlawed doing the wedge now.
Yeah, I'm so glad.
I compressed the C5, C6 nerve in my neck. A year and a half of my life, I had paralysis. I'm at the hospital. What happened? He was like, you got knocked the fuck out. Hey, Dad.
Yeah.
I said, hey, I'm at the hospital. I said, was it that bad?
Yeah.
He said, you at the hospital. To the people who went through or is going through what I went through, talk to somebody.
Yeah.
Let them know what's going on, what's in your head. Try to make some plans for the future.
Yeah.
Plans for the future keeps you moving.
Yeah. Okay, welcome to Drinking Water Podcast, where we're sharing our journeys to inspire others. We got our co-host Tommie and Khalil Dorsey, and we got our special guest, Mr. Daniel Urquhart. Man, we've been trying to get this together for a minute. I've known you for, 8 years now?
No.
Longer than that?
Way longer than 8 years.
Dang, it's been a while.
Remember, Jonathan's 12 now.
Yeah, what? You looking?
Nothing, man. It's just, come on. I feel like it was a lot longer than that.
My bad, man. I've known him for a while, man. I admire what you do. I admire all the things because you wear a lot of hats. You're a dad.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna first go on what like I normally do. You're a son.
I'm a son.
You're a brother.
Mm-hmm.
You're a dad. You're a husband. You're a mentor to others. Coach. You can cook.
Occasionally.
I dabble, you know.
He said occasionally. Like that.
You like that beef jerky, though, right?
Every time I had it,
that was an accident, too.
That was an accident. That was
the
my
biggest-
accident.
How you do it?
That was the biggest accident.
Was
That
it?
was the best jerky.
This is the best accident that never
The
happened
rib
again.
tips. It was,
Wait,
you never. Well, you can't do it again.
I've tried.
I didn't know it was an accident.
he said he left it there on accident. In the barbecue or in the smoker?
In the smoker.
In the smoker. He just left it there. They forgot about it. Brought it out. And
It had the perfect smoke ring. It was rib tips.
yeah.
It was rib tips. Perfect
it was
smoke
like-
ring.
And couldn't do it again.
I couldn't do it again.
Oh my goodness.
Couldn't do it again.
Couldn't reverse engineer it.
It was good, though.
It was good. It was good. It was good.
So you're an artist.
Artist, yeah.
You built all this out of your backyard,
Yeah.
which I was so amazed. I'm like, how does this brother have the capacity to do all of this? You got a gym in your garage that you built.
Yeah.
I'm just, dude.
I'm gonna say this. It was the fact that Grandma said you're gonna want somebody in your life. You ain't gonna need them.
Oh,
So she made sure that I was be able to do everything.
that's a Hallmark card, right? Or a T-shirt.
Right.
No.
T-shirt.
It's a good
I say
phrase.
t-shirt. I say t-shirt.
I see you say T-shirt.
I'll give you a t-shirt.
Okay, not a Hallmark card.
T-shirt.
T-shirt.
Hoodie.
T-shirt. But it was the fact that I'm gonna say I want it to be cheap.
Okay.
And
Okay.
so I don't want to have to pay for everybody to come do everything that I possibly can do myself.
Yeah.
So when I said, hey, I'm going to build stairs up to the top of the hill, or I'm going to do the canopy or whatever I'm going to do, I'm going to Google it. Hey, Google is your best friend. Get it done.
Hey,
Goodness.
You YouTubed it?
YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah. Corey did the same thing. Yeah.
YouTube.
Yeah, you YouTube a lot now.
Yeah. So you YouTube everything. That's how you learn.
Most of the stuff, as far as fixing stuff around the house,
Yeah.
I'm a YouTuber. I'm like, the school of YouTube 101 is done deal.
Yeah.
Done deal.
Wow. I'm gonna go back to your college years.
Okay.
We're just gonna start on your freshman year. Where did you go to school?
My freshman year, I didn't die. You know, let's go back to my high school year, because that
Oh,
tells
we
the
need to go back high school?
That tells the tale
Okay.
of why things happened in my high school.
Good, let's do it. Let's do it.
So high
Let's do
school.
it. Okay.
I signed with Oregon out of high school.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh, he got straight into it.
Signed
Go
with
ahead.
Oregon out of high school.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't pass the SAT.
Oh.
Welcome to the
Dun,
club.
dun, dun.
Didn't pass the SAT.
Welcome to the club.
Right. I mean,
Is it a pass, fail?
Nah, it's like a
you get the right score.
You have to get
So
over a
here's the
certain
thing.
number.
At the time I was coming through, it was 720 and you're in. So I felt dumb as hell. What the fuck? I thought somebody said, and what made it bad is somebody said
Got
that
a
you
680.
you get 400 points for writing your name. So at that point, I was looking like, all right, this isn't working for me.
You didn't do
like,
no study prep or
720
nothing
it
for
sound
it?
like you
See,
went.
here's the thing, and this goes back to what we aren't getting as young men in the inner city, was the fact that I didn't really know about the SAT until my senior year.
Yeah. It's funny. It was the same way for me. My household didn't know. My friends knew, but we didn't talk about it.
We didn't.
We didn't talk. Like, I have Steve. He's the only one that knew in our group, really. Well, Steve and Greg, but Greg. But so we didn't really talk about it. He was going every weekend. We didn't know. He said, "Oh, I'm going to SAT school." Mm-hmm. Okay,
Right.
like what says? Is that like foreign language?
Yeah, it was a foreign language for me.
Yeah,
And I had buddies who graduated and they went to UCLA. Someone went to Xavier.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. But that was our football team. We had a lot of intelligent guys on the football team. And then
Wait, what high school did you go?
LA Washington High School. LA
Okay.
Washington Preparatory.
Okay.
See, look, there's
There's his phone right there, dog.
That's
Come on,
crazy.
man.
Wasn't me.
crazy. Oh yeah,
Wasn't
it wasn't
me,
you this tall. Toes out.
Don't worry about it. There's no grass or turf out here. We're good. We'll go back to that. But anyway,
Yeah.
So after all that, I was like, okay, I need to start trying to figure out a study for this.
Yeah.
And so I tried to find a study class. Didn't really work out. It was too short time.
Yeah.
And so by the time I took the SAT, it was done.
Done.
Didn't pass. Ended up having to go JC route.
Okay.
So I went to LA Southwest College.
Okay.
Where I played my 2 years. And instead of going back to Oregon or signing with Oregon again, Pete Carroll, who left? Hackett.
Okay.
Hackett left in 99.
Oregon.
No, Hackett left SC.
SC.
Paul
Okay.
Hackett
Okay.
left SC.
Okay.
And Pete Carroll came in.
Okay.
So 2001, that's when I said, all right, I'm going to SC.
Okay. Because of Pete Carroll,
Well,
or just because?
because I now can stay close to home. I was thinking NFL.
Okay,
This
gotcha.
dude
Yeah,
he just
yeah.
left the Patriots. He's coming in. Now he's about to go to, now he's at SC. Oh,
Yeah.
shoot, this is Gateway.
Yeah.
Give me the key. Let's go.
Yeah, yeah, I'm
So,
ready.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
And so that's how I ended up at SC.
Okay. Okay.
And that was my thoughts on it.
Wow, man. So did you have any other offers? Did you have to make that choice, or was this
Like,
SC?
you
That was it?
decommitted from Oregon and then went to SC?
No, remember he went to JUCO.
I went JUCO.
JUCO.
So that once you go JUCO and you don't have that, so you're signing. That's a whole signing the content and all that. That's out the window. Well, you got to play 2 years at a JUCO. Then, you're going from there.
Yeah.
But I did. So I had the choice of either going to Texas A&M. Took a trip to Nevada.
You picked SC over A&M. Come on, dog.
It was a
The
good
12th
choice.
man.
The 12th man.
Yeah, man.
12th man was good.
You ever been to Texas before like that, though?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, it's terrible.
I'm just a fan.
It's
I'm
hot.
an Aggie fan. I'm an Aggie fan.
I'm
beat
okay.
that California weather,
Yes,
man.
California weather was great.
Can't
Yeah.
beat Texas. Yeah.
And
Texas
the
A&M.
team he was on, he couldn't beat that either.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
but we ain't
right.
got there yet. We ain't
Yeah,
got
so
there.
that
But by the way, guys, he is Tommie and Khalil's first football coach that they had when they were what age?
they were just going into high school.
Going into high school.
Going into high school.
Man, let him get it.
But okay, but I
getting
want
there.
to just let everybody know. We're gonna let them know.
This is good stuff.
Yeah,
like, I mean,
let them know.
So what was I?
So you picked SC.
So I picked SC.
Yeah,
Out of
and
out of JUCO.
out of JUCO.
Yes.
And I get to SC and they throw me in 3-point stands. Now, mind you, I was a linebacker / running back
Okay.
in high school. Running
Okay.
back. Yeah.
You can move.
Dude, okay.
Hey,
So
did you have jukes?
Disclaimer, I got recruited to Arizona State as a tailback.
Ooh. Where were
Shaking in
you?
my boots right now.
Right. So here's the thing: if you look at the tail of the tape, I'm 6'4" at the time. 6'4", what? 240, 245. Who was that? No. Who's playing in the NFL right now?
Fullback.
Come on,
No.
Henry.
Derrick Henry.
Yeah.
So at that time,
Yeah.
I would have been a Derrick Henry.
At that time, you would have been a Jacobs.
Pull up the
Giants.
tape.
The Giants. Jacobs.
You want to see?
I want to see.
Big tailback.
You want to see Henry can move.
You can go Google. Go ahead, Google me.
We go look at it after.
Go ahead, Google me.
I did try
And
to.
see
Look,
my
if there's a
40
long
time.
pause up in here where I'm like zoning, I'm gonna go right here. I'm gonna look you up. I'm gonna see the high school tape, right? Talking about high school tape.
Oh, you want to see my high school tape?
Isn't that the high school?
Well,
Running back in high school.
You can YouTube that too.
Is it on YouTube?
Yes. The year
Are you
the one-
tap, tap, tap?
The one that's on. Yeah, I'm running.
You got some tap tap taps?
Nah.
the one that's on YouTube.
He's running straight.
You know what? Y'all go. Hey, I got the Z4, so I'm gonna do it in 3D on y'all. You know what I'm saying? But we'll get to that. You know, so yeah, so that was that.
He missing. What was I talking about? Go ahead, man.
So, that's okay. Yeah, you know, it's always him, right?
It's him too.
Him too, but
it's
yeah,
coming. It's coming.
This one
though.
hit you harder. This one get. And we throw that at you, coach. Yeah, right there. Yeah. That one, he come right at you straight.
He come
in your
right,
face.
yeah,
You know?
yeah.
But-
And then he don't see you for a while.
Then he don't
this
see
one's
you
gonna
for-
see you all the
he
time.
gonna see you all the time.
But this one,
So he got to get it in more. So I understand.
Yeah, he get it in hard. Yeah,
He get it in, you know.
Gotta
It
get
is
more
what it
like
is.
some
Yeah.
lotion on them hands.
Hey, you know what? The funny thing is, I was gonna go grab the lotion, but I said, you know what? I ain't gonna let
Look
them
at
tell
my
me what to
hand.
do.
You say, hey, the ash is part of me.
Exactly, it is
Part of me.
Hey,
It's genetics, man.
Yeah,
It's
that's
passed
what it is.
down.
I'll tell you that. I want you to know right now,
It's
Jonathan
passed
take
down.
that to heart. He take that. He said, I'm ashy, so what?
Proud of it too. That's the crazy
Hey,
part.
remember
He's
that
proud of
one
being
year?
ashy.
One year he was barbecuing, and this dude ankles was toe up, man.
You talking about him? You talking about Jonathan?
let me for anybody who knows,
We're switching up. Hold on. We're switching up.
You started ass.
we are going off base. But here's the thing. Anybody who knows, if you got a barbecue dude,
Yes.
and he's standing at the grill,
Yeah, she told us.
and
her
he
story.
is clean and look good, and
Yeah.
would you trust eating his barbecue?
Yeah,
Hell no.
come on, man.
My barbecue dude better have ashy elbows, ashy knees, and ankles.
Johnny was there for a while. Like when he barbecued,
He
he
ashy
was a little
too.
ashy.
Johnny
From what
a lot
I
ashy.
remember. From what I remember, he's in there cooking like
Yeah,
he's there
Johnny
all
was
day.
ashy too.
He don't got time to go back, put lotion on, come back.
Right,
put
yeah.
lotion.
That's
but
the problem.
He like.
I
But
ain't got
wait.
time for
Time out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You was
it's a
cooking
big-
just now?
Huh?
You was cooking just now?
I was
Hey,
getting ready to
see,
start. You know what?
Khalil,
Funny.
you the
I
one
was
to
getting
keep
ready to
it
start
going.
Jonathan meal prep.
See, you the one. Wait,
I
so
smell the rice. The rice.
Wait,
was
exactly.
okay,
in
so
there.
go back. So
Go ahead.
we at JUCO. You pick USC. You were
picked
going
USC.
running back.
No,
You gotta
USC.
recruit.
I got to USC
Got
and they
to
threw me
USC.
down in 3-point stands.
Okay,
Ed
got you.
Ogeron, I played, and I was coached by Ed Ogeron at the time.
Ogeron.
When I tell you but I can tell you this. I don't care what anybody say.
Mm-hmm.
If Ogeron or Pete Carroll would have told me, hey, that brick wall ain't there, you can run through it,
You gonna
Done
go
deal.
through it?
I'm gonna
Got
go
you.
through
Got you.
I'm going to go through it.
Now,
I trusted and believed in everything they
what,
said right there.
what's the difference? So you were you're on. What's the stance? Like, why is that a big difference? Like when people say, "Hey,
So
When
like,
you're thrown in a 3-point stance, you're down in the trenches.
So I came in as a linebacker.
yeah,
And they recruited me as a linebacker. But
Okay.
once I got there, during their own off-season program and training and everything like that, they bumped me from 235. I ended up hitting 280 by the time season started.
what?
And so I'm like, damn, I'm dude. What the hell was I doing?
Yeah.
But
Was it like a big 280 or like a strong?
Nah,
280?
it was a strong 280.
It was because I saw that.
I was
There's a
lean.
picture I saw on. I googled you.
Yeah.
So it was a picture. Your face was still skinny. Like you.
Yeah, no,
you look fit.
I was fit at the time. Y'all probably looking at me. Shit.
Nah, man. We
Really?
get older. We get older, dog.
Just hope you look as sexy as we do
see
when
what?
you get our age.
Dog.
as we do. You seen this dude?
I'm sexy. I mean, I'm just
I'm
saying.
sexy too. They can't tell me nothing. Hey,
We can and we do. So,
but I don't listen.
but we can and we do.
I think I got swag all day,
All day long.
all day
He
long.
gets it
Copy
from
me.
his kids.
Nah, dog.
He gets it from his kids.
Speaking of copy, when am I gonna get?
We made a double or a triple X for you. In the next run, we made a triple X.
This dude be throwing jabs.
We got you.
Like, out loud.
Making sure.
I wear double X, by the way.
Okay, I didn't know if it was double or
You
triple.
saw
I
a
didn't want to
jab,
go
right?
It's a Khalil. It's a double X.
I'm a thick slim. Y'all better quit messing with me.
Slim. He can't say that backwards.
Oh, you can't, because that's a pause moment. But
How is that?
okay, so go back. If you said it backwards.
Roger, go ahead.
Go ahead.
What, y'all expect me to say slim thick? No, I'm thick. I'm thick, but I can wear slim clothes. You better get it right. I meant to say it that
He's
way.
thick slim. Man. He's thick slim.
Okay.
No, TS.
So
You in college, so you pick.
You switching from linebacker,
So linebacker,
going into 3-point stance.
3-point stance.
Coach.
and it
You
does
got
something
to
to my
280.
psyche.
Okay.
It does something to my psyche. I'm like, yo, I am not. Okay, let's look at the guys who were at D line the time I got there.
Okay.
You had Kenichi Daisy,
Okay.
Sean Cody,
Okay.
Michael Patterson, Omar Nazel, and we're talking the Wild Bunch. These dudes were like,
They were
every
it.
last one of these dudes was it.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
most of them been in the program a year before I got there.
Okay.
So I'm like, okay, hold on, dude. Like, Kenichi was an easy 325,
Ooh.
8% body fat.
Ooh.
Dude was ripped,
Yeah.
huge. Michael Patterson wasn't that far off. You know, he's a little more chubbier
Yeah,
because
yeah.
he played nose.
Yeah.
And the tackle at Sean Cody, you're talking about these dudes, you know, and they knew his stuff. They knew Ogeron, how he wanted it left and right.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
they come in and put me down. I tell Big Curl, look, dude, you got to put me back at linebacker. I want to go back to linebacker.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so I worked my butt off. I dropped down to, for the next spring ball, I dropped down to 236.
Okay.
I dropped down to 236, and he says, all right, you work for it. You go, they put me back at linebacker.
Yeah.
And that was it. And, you know, that's how that part went, getting back to linebacker.
That's two big jumps though. Like you said that you came in at 230 something.
230, yeah.
And then you jumped to 280 something.
Yeah.
And then you
50
went back
pounds.
to 230 something.
Dude. When
That's
I tell you,
hard. That's hard.
here's the thing.
That's like
When I got there, I'm going to be honest with you, my father thought they had put me on steroids.
Really?
Yeah.
I would have thought the same thing.
Because I made such a big jump so fast.
That's
Yeah.
But the workout program that, you know, here's the thing. If you've never been in that type of workout program and you coming from the inner city, I'm going to say inner city because we don't have that there.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you go there and you finally get onto one of those style workouts and
Yeah.
those programs,
The jump's gonna come.
the jump's going to come.
Yeah, yeah.
It's going to be something you've never seen before.
Yeah.
You talking, hey, you got,
So I would have thought you lose weight.
for me, it's gained. I didn't have much weight to lose.
he's coming from JUCO though.
I'm
not
coming from
freshman.
JUCO.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I got you.
difference.
So,
yeah.
So I was in the weight room in JUCO, but
Yeah.
not like that.
Got you.
And one thing I think I can't remember his name was Sandy. He was a trainer there. The one thing he used to say to me all the time is when we get in the weight room and start working legs. So he said, "Oh, they work legs at LA Southwest," because I've always worked legs.
Yeah.
But that comes from when I was working out in high school and then got to JUCO. Everybody wanted to work arms, so I said, "Man, I'm going over here. This is what's open."
Yeah.
So I've always worked legs, and so I've always been strong.
JUCO's like that.
Yeah.
They got a ton of guys on the cable machines
Yeah,
and the bench presses
and no
and
one
stuff.
wanted to do legs.
And no squat guys.
No
Yeah,
squat
I noticed
guys.
that.
Yeah.
Or like cleaning, or you know what I'm saying. That's great.
Yep.
Was it like that at NAU?
No, we had a program.
we had a whole program.
Okay.
And then even if we went in there, I still had like the track coach or like the track program. So like we had different strength and conditioning coaches.
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
like to use the tracks instead of the footballs because I don't know, it's just a little bit different. Track focuses more on like the explosive movements. So we'll do like hang cleans, power cleans, and then what's the one over the head?
Snatch.
Snatches.
snatch, yeah.
So we'll do
Gotcha,
snatches
gotcha.
and stuff.
Gotcha.
And it's just you just feel overall powerful and like a little bit lighter when you come out because of the plyometrics that they involve too. So
Yeah.
I mean I liked it.
Now you're at SC. You go through the program. How was that? What, you 3 years there?
I did 3 years there, yeah.
Okay. So you redshirt the first year?
I came in, I redshirted I'm going to say this. My years at USC were plagued with injuries after injuries.
Okay.
After situation. I came in my first year. I had I contracted necrotizing fasciitis, which is MRSA.
Okay.
Flesh-eating bacteria, and it almost took me out.
Wow.
It was on my right arm, and
from the locker room?
From the turf. No, I don't think it was from the turf. I'm from the locker room. I think it was from the turf, and that's something they couldn't do nothing about.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, look, this is what happened. One thing led to another, and I mean, you got to think about it. When you bring, most schools don't really. They didn't have turf at the time. They bring in salt.
Yeah.
You're talking about the chemicals, the fertilizer, and everything.
This is so
it could have
crazy.
happened to anybody.
Yeah.
So I got that, and that pretty much took me out the rest of the year because I didn't have I was in the hospital for what, almost 2 months, 3 months, two and a half months, and dealing with that. So I'm watching games.
So you're actually in the hospital for that long?
I was in the hospital.
Wow.
That was that, and I'll be honest with you. They showed so much concern for me. Carol came to see me. Everybody came to see me. Everybody, they did their thing. So I couldn't have been mad at that.
Yeah.
It wasn't their fault. It wasn't like they put me in a situation where it happened. But because of the health care and everything they did, they took care of everything.
Yeah.
I have no worries about it.
Okay. Okay. So that was what year?
That was my first year there. That was 2001.
First year. Okay. Gotcha.
My next year I came in. I was able to come in and actually get major playing time.
Was that the championship year?
That was the first year was the second year was the championship year against Oklahoma.
Okay.
And it was one of those situations where, dude, it was surreal.
Yeah.
So I can say this: my first year at SC, and I ran on the field. You know that silence you get where everything just shuts down.
I was going to ask you about that.
I get on the field, everything shuts down. I start crying.
Wow. Because
I didn't think truthfully, coming out of the city, I was like, this is not gonna happen to me. I mean, I'm gonna get there, but and I got there. It was one of those things. I was like, dude, this is legit. I'm here
at the Coliseum.
At the Coliseum.
Oh my!
Running out the tunnel at the Coliseum. I'm looking around. It's silent. I'm like, why don't I hear nothing?
Yeah.
And I'm just looking like, and then all of a sudden the roar came, and I started crying.
Yeah.
I got emotional. As I was running to the sideline.
Oh wow, man! Wow.
Yeah. And,
goosebumps.
Goosebumps. I can't even say nothing else about it. It's just
one of those things.
One of those things. And then as time went on, it got I guess you can say it got louder and louder as I approached the field from that day forward. Yeah. So I became more aware of where I was at times. Okay. And sometimes you get on the field, you zone out, you forget where you're at, and you're just there.
Yeah. What was your best play? Well, not your best play, but place. What game do you remember where? Dang, I remember this game like it was yesterday.
It's two. Okay. I'm gonna say the first one was against Auburn. Okay. At Auburn.
Oh, dude, it's got to be packed. Auburn, USC.
They do not like California teams.
Period.
You go out there, you not only playing against the players, you playing against the fans, you playing against everybody. It's one of those things where you sitting up there.
Yeah, no, you good. Go ahead, keep talking.
Yeah, so where you playing against everybody. And they'll let you know you run on the field, and you see people say, "Oh, they throwing stuff at us. They throwing stuff." No, they're you got water bottles, everything coming. Yeah. We hit the field and
keep your helmet on.
Keep your helmet on. Hit the field and be done with it.
Yeah.
And you know what? I'm gonna retract that. I was lying. There's 3. Okay. Because remember Oregon Ducks. Yeah. Their stadium, you're literally like their fans are like right here.
Oh, are they?
They're right there. Maybe
the way the stadium built,
5 feet from you, 5 yards from you, whatever.
Wow.
And so everything they telling you, they yelling at you, throwing stuff at you. And the last place that I played that I felt like because it was my first start. Okay. Was Arizona State. Okay. Arizona State game. I came in. I had I think I led the team that game with 13 tackles.
Oh.
And that was
they didn't learn their lesson, huh? They just kept running at him
with 13 tackles.
He gonna get tired.
And I had a decent game. It was my first start. Nervous as hell, hot as hell. It was one of those things where you run out of the tunnel, you forget how hot. This world can be, especially in Arizona.
Oh, you was at Arizona?
Goodness, dude.
Melton.
Man, the devil was sitting right
At
next
night.
to me.
Yes.
At night, huh?
At night.
No.
At night.
Ours was at night, but you go ahead.
You guys had to do it in the
That's
day?
terrible.
It was, I'm going to say it was like
I'll say
1 o'clock game.
No way.
Yes.
They didn't do it back. So now they
do
changed it
nice.
to where Arizona's teams, like they're the
All
late
Arizona
ones.
teams.
They play the late games.
No,
now.
this was at 1 o'clock.
Yeah, they play
Back then?
If it was
Wow.
strategic, they did it on purpose.
I just don't
Prime time
remember.
they do-
I guess
prime
not.
Prime time, they still will have it like in the day, and they'll have to play through the heat. But like there are times where they push it back now.
So I think now they put. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
They'll- At times, unless it's prime time, unless it's like a good like matchup and they want to see it, like they'll play during the day.
I don't think they do because of the health.
There's been a couple games. Yeah,
I mean, don't get me wrong. They still had those the swamp coolers and they had the air ice
Dude,
doors. All
this is
that.
ridiculous.
Just think about it.
It don't help.
They do the same. Like they probably would do the same down in Florida. Like Florida gets hot too. They're in the
you're right.
trenches,
You're right.
Auburn. the same thing.
Before the warm ups, running from the tunnel to the seats. I was sweating.
Feet hot.
I was dehydrated.
Nah, I think they had grass.
You were
when
Ash?
went?
Yes, there were grass.
It was
all
grass, but like
Okay,
it was.
okay.
It was. I mean, the floor wasn't hot, but you was hot. Like,
hot.
I'm talking about when you get done with it, your cleats are.
It was hot.
Is that
each
bad?
step.
It was It was that bad. So I led the team with tackles that game. 13 tackles, and that was one reason why it was the one game that I remember.
Okay.
Second reason why was because the next game was the Stanford game.
Okay.
The Stanford game, I would have started again. I was starting. I came down on opening kickoff. I came down and made a hit that ended my career.
Woo.
I was a wedge buster, which is probably the reason why they outlawed doing the wedge now.
Yeah, I'm so glad.
There's no wedge anymore.
Yeah.
So now I come down and I make the hit. I can't remember anything after.
Ooh.
And
You was a crash dummy.
I was a crash dummy. But here's the thing: the team said I got up, went back to the huddle. They said
You didn't remember any of that?
They said they knew you wasn't there.
Yeah.
They sent me to the sideline. They said the coach tried to have me do push-ups on the sideline. They tried to get me together. And I said, didn't do push-ups. I'm like, what you mean push-ups?
Yeah.
I compressed the C5, C6 nerve in my neck. And that deadened the function of my whole left arm. So for a year and a half of my life, I had paralysis.
Wow.
So
Dang, now so
Back
you
to-
had the flesh in.
yeah, so back
Then
to the
you got
game.
this. Okay.
I called now. I have my best friend William Rosas, rest his soul. He was at the game.
Okay.
My dad was at the game.
Ooh.
My mom and dad was at the game. My best friend was at home. So the reason why all I named them like that because they all had a part in me realizing like, oh shit, this this is bad.
Yeah.
So I called my best friend that was at home first.
Yeah.
I said, dude, I'm at the hospital. What happened? He was like, you got knocked the fuck out. I'm like, was it that bad? He was like, they rolled you up. And he was like,
They didn't sugarcoat it at
I
all.
said, the last numbers I remember was 66, 77. And I'm like, okay, wait a minute. These are lineman numbers. So I'm like, fuck, that was that bad. I said, hold on. I'm at the hospital. I don't see my peoples. I'm let me call you back.
Yeah.
So I hang up with him and I called my dad. I'm like, hey, Dad.
Yeah.
I said, hey, I'm at the hospital. I said, was it that bad?
Yeah.
He said, you at the hospital. I'm like,
Put two and two together.
I'm like, dang. I said, so where you at? Oh, we still at the game. So now I'm like, hold on, wait a minute. Y'all didn't even come here to see me. I said, and I can't move my left arm. Dad, what's going on? He was like, it's probably the hit that you took. I'm like, is Rosa still? Yeah. Rosa just went to go get us something to eat. I'm like, hold on, man.
Y'all ain't here with me?
Y'all ain't here with me. Y'all still at the game. I'm at the hospital. He said, no, they took you into the tunnel. We didn't see you come back out, but I figured you was come back out, dressed or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, I'm at the hospital. He said, all right, well, when the game ends, we'll be on our way. and the only thing I can think of at the time was, they think I'm okay because I'm taller. I call him taller.
Yeah.
So that was the last time I hit a college field.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like that
So
right there.
that's your senior year? The third year?
No, that was my sophomore
year.
And
Okay.
I fell into a major depression, bro.
Okay.
Right then and there, fell into a major depression. I never really had a chance to pull out of it. You're talking about losing a career that you just knew was going to happen.
Yeah. That you've been working all your life
for. Coach is telling you, like, you're a shoe-in. Like, you check all the boxes, size, speed, everything. You're like, all you have to do is go out there and perform.
Yeah.
And with the game that I just had before that, I'm like, I'm on my way. Like, if I can continue to build on this, I'm there.
Man, so don't you wish, like, I look at football today, the way it's played, the rules that they have in it. I like it today because I'm a dad.
Right.
You know, and I got friends, oh, no, they got to hit. They got to do this. I'm like, no, man, that's my kid out there. I don't care if he make a big hit. I used to tell them, hey, just make a tackle. I don't need a big hit. So saying that, the reason why I'm saying that, you probably would still, like, you probably would have reached that dream if you were playing today's football.
If I was playing today's football, I would have reached that dream.
Yeah, because you're not hitting every day in practice.
Not hitting every day in practice. The wedge is gone.
Yeah,
that's one thing. The wedge is gone.
Yeah.
I didn't have to worry about the wedge. Now, hindsight 2020.
Always.
Hindsight 2020. I should have avoided the wedge.
That's not what you're supposed to do.
No. I'm gonna say that I should have avoided the wedge. And went to where the ball was.
Yeah.
But because I hit the wedge, that was 4 guys that wasn't gonna go block.
Yeah.
And so that's the way I made it okay in my mind.
And that's the way they probably trained you too, because we every team even in high school, everybody had a wedge buster. Everybody had somebody that was crazy that's going
so,
like water boy.
They like to hit. There's some dudes that like to do it.
And I'll be honest with you, that was me.
Oh, okay, that was you.
I love to hit. If any chance I can get to make a highlight about you, I'm gonna do it.
Gotcha.
In high school, I had a friend that played for Gardena High School. I had another buddy who played on the same team as me. His name is Arthur Johnson. Arthur Johnson gets his interception.
Okay.
The buddy that I know that played at Gardena was the guy they were throwing to. So Arthur gets the interception. I got the crackback. Oh. So I hit my buddy.
Yeah.
And broke both his collarbones when I hit him.
Yeah.
His feet hit me in the back of the helmet.
Yeah.
He lands. I stand over him, and then I go run and try to make the touchdown with my buddy so we can celebrate.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was that bad at the time until they brought the ambulance down and they kind of
stretcher and all that. Yeah.
And I was like, wow.
You started looking at the damage.
So I'm looking at the damage. The reason why I really see all this is because I was watching it on film afterwards.
Okay.
Somebody that was standing next to my dad was recording it.
Yeah.
And my dad missed it.
Yeah.
And he said, hey, man, what happened? Who did that? And somebody is there and said, who the hell you think did that? You see him standing up there right there now? So I was like, but I felt bad.
Yeah.
Because I was like, that was my boy.
Yeah.
So in the heat of battle, I without thinking, I was willing to take somebody out that I was cool with because, hey, you on the field, you against me.
But that was part of it, though, man. When we had friends in those days, now, we used to just go after them. We grew up with them in Pop Warner, and they were all at different schools now, and then we see them, it's like, oh yeah, it's
like making a statement.
And then afterwards, oh, you hit me hard, those stories.
And so that's what it was, and I was like, I told him, I said, look, my bad, bro. I called him. I had to do my bad, bro. I feel bad. He's like,
you should have pulled up.
He said, dude, I didn't think you was gonna hit me like that. And I'm like,
and he probably sound just like that right there.
Yeah.
Because he was still hurting.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, my bad.
Guilt trip.
I was like, so what's going to happen? He said, no, I'm done with football.
Ooh.
He said, I'm done. I'm not. He said, dude, I'm not. He said, dude, if you hit me like this in high school, he said, I'm not going to give no college dude a chance to do this to me. Man. He said, no, hell. He said, I'm done.
Yeah, that hurts a lot too because they got to go up in there and either put them back together or it got to heal it on its own. And
he had
it's a long process.
Yeah, it's a long process for that
collarbone.
Yeah, so he he healed and he went into basketball.
Okay.
And that was it.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, so but all in all, that was
Dang, so he's the reason they get that phrase. We gonna turn football players into
basketball players. Because Coach Urqhart.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, and it was like that, and it was
Okay, so
it's a vicious cycle.
Okay, so you graduated SC? Could you stay there too? Well, no. Let's go through the depression.
Every time people fact check on me, like they're trying to find out, oh, was you really the dude? I'm like, if you the dude, 90% of the guys that go to SC they're not wannabes. I mean, you get there for a reason. Especially with a coach like Pete Carroll doing the recruiting, you want somebody who's going to be a potential NFL player.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, so,
I mean, we didn't say you not legit. We just wanted to know.
He recruited you for defense. He didn't say nothing about running back.
Yeah, no. Defense, hell no. Running back in college, never.
Why not?
That's the reason why I didn't go there. No.
So running back and linebacker.
What you trying to do?
You doing like the same? You getting hit the same amount of time?
No,
just
running
lower.
back, I'm running away from you.
Why you got to tip?
Linebacker, I'm coming at you.
Depends on the running
There's small
back.
difference.
Yeah, okay. Depend on the running back.
Depend on the running back, yeah. But here's the thing: if I'm thinking longevity, I'm not trying to be pounding against you every day.
I mean, AP.
I'm going. Hey,
you're in the trenches.
AP was something different.
This is still the same thing. At some point, you want to break away and you want to hit the end zone. If I'm constantly going at the linebackers,
Yeah, that's true.
yeah, you know.
I only know one person that was like that.
That's the very reason why Barry Sanders was able to play as long as he did with the line he had, because he didn't get hit.
He didn't get hit at all.
He was the most athletic running back I've
Right.
seen.
I remember when I showed him a video of Barry Sanders, and I said, look at these highlights. They're not the same plays. They're not the same. And they're just all spinning. He don't get hit.
Think about the players that I grew up watching. Who did you grow up watching?
Let me see. Off the top of my head, Chad Johnson.
Okay, Chad Johnson. Mm-hmm. Receiver.
Yeah.
As a linebacker, I grew up watching Michael Singletary, Lawrence Taylor. These I had the videotape VHS, NFL's Hungriest Men, and the Refrigerator, Singletary, Walter Payton. All these guys was featured on there.
Yeah.
So that was my mentality.
Yeah.
That guy who didn't blink and he's scanning the field.
Yeah.
It looked like he's scanning the field.
Who was it that he used to tap his eyes so he don't blink? That when he's not playing, that he used to do this.
It was probably Mike Singletary.
It was Singletary, I think so. San Francisco head coach.
Like
Singletary, yeah.
So that was the guy I watched.
Yeah.
So and he's like, it didn't blink, but he's scanning the field. It's like, dude, that's a different level.
They said he used to sit in meetings, tap his eye so he don't blink, so he won't blink, and he'll be watching. I'm like, dang, that's dedication right there.
It's dedication.
Yeah.
It's to the point to where I was told, you hit this field, you got to be a different person. I was testing it out. It didn't work. It's not going to work. I don't do it now.
I was just trying to test
But here's the thing. You hit the field and you're like, I look at the situation where I'm like, I don't have any friends.
Yeah.
And I had to play like that.
Yeah.
And so when I hit the field, I played with Reckless and Benjamin. It's just like,
didn't care about your body.
I didn't care about my body.
Ronnie Lott.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did none of that. So, but that's the time I grew up in.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so that would explain the reason why I got hurt the way I did.
Yeah. Yeah. So what got you? So the depression stage.
Okay. So the depression stage, I felt my life was over.
Ooh.
I'm like, dude, I don't have football no more. And I went to the point to where I didn't care about school anymore.
Okay.
I stopped really focusing on classes. I stopped. It hit me hard.
Yeah.
And I don't think and what made it so bad for me going through that was the fact that I didn't tell anybody about it. My dad didn't know about it until maybe 4 years ago.
Wow.
It was so bad to the point to where, and I'm gonna say this right now, I'm in good company. I didn't want to make it.
You didn't want to be here anymore.
I didn't want to be here no more.
Wow.
I didn't want to be here no more. And the only thing that kept me pushing and kept me like, oh, you know what, I can do this, was the fact that I had a friend, my friends, Bunky and Rosa. Mm-hmm. Dude, let's go out. Dude, let's go do this. Dude,
yeah.
They will always make jokes. Remember the In Living Colors?
Yeah.
Where the guy, he didn't have an arm.
They young.
I didn't see that.
That's why I pointed at you.
Yeah.
In Living Colors, where the guy, his arm was there, and he was a teacher.
Yeah.
He always throw his hand up on the chalkboard. So that's how I looked.
Okay.
So I'm always, every time I would have to do like that.
Yeah.
And so they always made fun of me like that.
Yeah.
But the fact is, after they made fun of me, like, dude, we make fun because we know you're going to fight through this and you're going to get mad.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, no, y'all don't. Y'all making fun and we going back and forth. But at the end of the day,
right.
I did. They were right.
Yeah.
And so I fought through that depression. Mm-hmm. By that time, it was too late.
Now think of how many people that's going through and went through what you went through.
I'm gonna say this to the people who are going through, or who went through, or is going through what I went through. Mm-hmm. Talk to somebody.
Yeah.
Let them know what's going on, what's in your head, and and try to make some plans for the future.
Yeah.
Plans for the future keeps you moving.
Yeah.
Understanding that this isn't the end. This isn't your one and all.
Yeah. That's not all. That's God created you to do a lot more.
God has created
not
you to
just
do
that.
so much more.
Yeah.
And that was what kept me going.
Gotcha.
Understanding that, God has something in store for me, that this isn't it. He kept putting people in my life that's going to say, that kept moving me forward. Come on, let's go. And that's how I made it through that.
Wow.
And to this day, it still haunts me sometimes when I sit back. I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
I say to myself, I wish I would have never made that hit.
Yeah.
But then at the end of that, I say the same thing. I say God has a plan.
Yeah.
Because now I got a son that's playing football, and I can guide him. Or, for example, Khalil, Tommie.
Yeah.
I can pour into them what I learned, and some of the stuff that I went through. Hopefully, they understood and say, "Hey, no, I'm not making that decision. I'm doing this.
I'm doing this."
And and they be able to go far and do their thing.
Yeah.
And so that was my idea as I came out of that depression.
Okay.
Once I did, it was too late. I had flunked out of school.
Oh, okay.
I had flunked out of school, and I was like, all right, you know what? I don't know what to do now.
Wow.
So I went to work.
Okay. Gotcha.
24-hour fitness, school board, as a TA, stuff like that. I was doing different odds and ends, but kept my job and kept jobs, everything, in the fitness industry and everything like that. And then I ended up becoming a correction officer.
I remember saying this prayer, and this is, God knows. He answers prayers, right? I said, Lord, give me somebody that the kids that's done it. Because I was a high school athlete, and then that's it. I'm high school good, and that's it. It's honest. I'm being honest. So I'm high school good, and I don't know football language. They could talk at all. I don't know football language or nothing. I just know, oh man, that was a good play. That's about it. So I prayed, said, God, give me somebody that could teach them and talk to them that's been through it already at a higher level, that could coach them. And then we started talking about I needed somebody to train my kids. And then that's when you started telling me, oh, USC. I was like, oh. And then you said, I'll train them. Yeah, I'll train them. I said, man, I get goosebumps right now because he answered the prayer. He answered, he watched, he put people around me.
He want to, but he always on time.
Oh, he's always on time.
Yeah.
And then Tommie, I remember, it was good, man. He blessed us with your family. We blessed us with you, everything, man.
And I'm going to say this, working with the boys, it taught me a lot about dealing with children, kids, and everything, growing up, training and everything like that, because I'll be honest with you, that was my first time actually fully training somebody.
Yeah.
Besides doing everything that on myself and trying to get myself together and everything like that. And it was one of those, it was a learning curve.
Yeah.
Because I had to deal with the two personalities.
Yeah.
Where he was more closed off, and then he came out his shell, and then he become closed off, and then he would come out his shell.
Yeah.
And there were days where neither one of them wanted to do the workout. And then you look at him, you're like, dude, y'all slipping. What's going on?
Yeah.
And
because I remember you and your brother-in-law.
Yeah,
Rob.
Big Rob. Rob was
Yeah, he was Rob could have been an athlete too.
Yeah.
Rob could have been that. Is that him in there yelling? We ain't in the barnyard. Anyway, but yeah, he could have been an athlete too.
Yeah.
You know, but Rob wanted to be an actor, so
Yeah, it is what it is.
It is what it is. He's striving. He's fighting for it. He's doing
but
good.
it was good. It was good for them, especially for Tommie as a receiver, to be around him. You know, to be around the whole, like the exercises you were doing, all that stuff. They probably still do some of those things, and he
I will hope they do. I mean,
Yeah.
it was a base. It was a base to build off of.
Yeah.
It was, you know,
The tires gave me PTSD though.
which
Tire
tire?
flips.
All
tire
of them.
flips?
All of them.
Tires jumping
yeah.
through them.
One tire.
Tires jumping
Exactly.
Okay.
We was jumping on top, coming down. Then we had the hammer slams. Then we had the flipping back and forth.
Okay.
Then there was a whole bunch of stuff.
Because I remember when we took everything in West Wind. he
So
took-
I'm gonna take the time right now to apologize to one person right now.
Right.
When we was at Colony, I apologize because I flipped on the switch, and you looked at me. You had fear in your eyes when I was telling you get off the ball, and you wouldn't. You had your helmet on, and you came at me. You was like, "Oh my God!" Like I thought he was
I
gonna
think
kill
I remember
me.
that day. Remember that day?
And I'm like, "Get off the ball!" I said, "You can be physical off the ball as a receiver.
Remember that
Punish
day?
people as you come
You
over."
talking about when you lined up?
When I lined up against you, and
Because I was like, because think about it, it was what a couple. You were still playing. He put his helmet on, and I was like, "What is he about to do right now?"
So
And I
this
was
is what?
like-
How old were you when that happened?
I was still freshman.
Freshman year.
Freshman in high school. Didn't know
Freshman in
how
high
to get on
school.
the ball. Didn't know how to
So-
move.
here's the
I was
reason
like,
why,
what
because
are you
I had to
doing?
let him know, like, a lot of people have the impression that offensively you can't be physical.
Yeah.
You can be physical as a receiver.
Yeah.
He wasn't doing it at the time.
Yeah. He was trying
And
to
I'm like,
finesse you.
you trying to
Well,
finesse me, and I'm like,
I didn't
dude.
know how to. Remember?
Well,
I
and I get that, and
I didn't learn till after.
But remember
after
too.
JUCO.
So I've always tried to keep give them different coaches, different
Right.
styles. So when you came at him, because I think you already used to Coach Joe. Remember Coach Joe? Coach Joe was in your face too. So you were kind of used to it, but you wasn't used to it on the football field in that manner.
Yeah, we were.
I don't know, because when he came home that
getting
day,
yelled
It was two different like scenarios though. One, he put on a helmet and went to Tommie, and then Coach Joe was like he would get in your face.
That's gonna be loud.
But that's different.
So a disclaimer: we're doing we're doing this in the backyard, fellas.
Yeah,
So
this is backyard.
For the
It's a nice
people who
backyard.
out there, we're
Yeah.
doing the backyard. So y'all got.
So you trained them. Actually, I think Tommie met his goal because of you. So you ain't got to apologize for nothing, because he met his goal. Well, I think he wanted to be play varsity.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, freshman year. Remember, I got brought up.
Yeah.
I told you all that.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I still because I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
For a second, I was on the field with him, and I'm like, okay, I'm about to. And so I had to once
Yeah.
we got kind of done with that one little segment.
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit, what the hell was I thinking? I'm like, I hope he don't go back and tell his dad about this. I'm like,
Oh, he did. I said, oh, that's good. That's good. Yeah.
And I said, okay, I can't do that again.
Yeah,
You know, so I never brought my helmet out again. You know, so I left it at that. But
Unless you were training. You were training with us a couple times.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
so I, never done that again.
Yeah.
And then, especially after he told me that his helmet feels different on turf versus grass.
It
and
feels different on turf versus grass.
You know what I did?
Disclaimer: his son agreed with me.
His son is 2.
Don't.
His son-
Exactly.
At the time, he was 2.
He was not too at the time.
He was he was older. He was older.
I had to throw that in there. I had to, y'all been on me all day. I had to throw that in there because
Still to this day, it's still
here's
stuffier
the thing.
on
Here's the thing.
grass. I'm sorry.
I even to see, just to see
Yeah.
if he was right, had any.
Yeah.
I literally walked with my helmet on turf and walked with my helmet on
no,
grass.
but play. Like I explained it to them afterwards. It was
at the
stuffy.
time when it was stuffy.
Like it was on grass. Like
Because you know how like it heats up and stuff.
It's
So
he's different.
And then
just
at the
weird.
Colony Field, hold on. And then the Colony Field in the back.
I was gonna blame
if anyone
Colony.
knows this, no one's blaming Colony.
Well, Colony,
anyone-
you know, Colony is
But listen,
over by
listen.
farmland. Y'all got the
So
old.
then we're in the back near the farms. I was like running, like where we running practices and stuff, and I'm like, the grass is thick. I'm like, dude, why is it so like stuffy? Like that's how I felt.
So his felt was a helmet.
he's still defending it to this day.
Yeah, he is
I'm
not.
not
He's
even
not-
gonna
he's
double
not-
down.
yeah.
Not gonna-
Can I
Please
double down? I'm gonna double down on
What
it.
does that even mean?
down.
man?
I'm gonna double down.
Double
just like,
down on
you know, no
don't
socks
make
when you
sense.
wear. You know what I'm saying?
Sandals. It's kind of what you
No,
do when you wear sandals. You don't
no,
wear
just
socks.
no
I agree
socks
with you.
outside.
on that
Yeah,
one.
exactly.
I agree with
That
you.
was
There's no
stupid.
socks outside. It's not stupid.
Well,
I
it's
mean, it's
okay,
not.
man. So okay, so you train.
Hey man, I'm just saying, man.
So now you gonna get on. You gotta wear socks with sandals. Is that what you
for a
saying?
reason.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
You just got a problem with your toes, huh?
He got
It's
toe-
okay.
He got toe
You know-
fungus.
My toes ugly, but I don't care.
I got some horrible toes.
Yeah, I let
We
him
know.
out though.
You could, I scratch my wife all the time with my
I
toes.
let him
Wait
out.
a minute.
She's mad at me.
You said, wait a minute.
Yeah, we're not just gonna bypass that. Like,
You know what? So back to what you're saying.
Okay,
Yeah, you
so
know,
you training kids. So that was your first first venture in training kids, right?
that was my first venture in training kids. Yeah.
And then you just went off after that.
After that, I went off. I started training more and more kids.
Yeah.
Then I had to take some time. I had to step back a little bit
Okay,
because
we probably need to step back so you get out of depression. 'Cause I think we
I
keep
would
bouncing.
he got. You said that his best friends were taking him
We're
out.
taking him out.
He
Okay.
My best
he had
friends
a
was
friend
moving me in and out of that.
was getting him
Gotcha.
out of it.
Yeah.
I think the time that I fully felt like I can breathe again,
Yeah. It ain't gonna bite you, Khalil.
it was when I finally got myself back together. I healed
Yeah.
and everything, and doctor said you never play football again.
Uh-huh.
I ended up playing football again.
Oh, so you got it back.
I got it back. I ended up playing football again. I ended up playing arena ball.
Okay.
I ended up playing arena ball in
Ain't got
Michigan.
no rules. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Do your thing.
no,
Running back? Did you do running back at all?
no, linebacker.
Okay.
Strictly linebacker.
Got you.
Running back years over with.
Got you.
That left in high school.
Gotcha. How was that arena ball?
Arena fast.
Okay.
Fast. My first hit in arena ball scared me because I thought I hurt myself again.
Oh,
And because the guy, it was so fast, he moved. I ran straight into the wall head first.
ooh,
And and I was moving.
yeah.
So it was one of those moments where I laid there and I'm looking around. I'm like, oh shit, did I hurt myself again?
It's like, then you like,
And
I'm
then
all
I
right.
pushed. I'm all right.
Yeah.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah.
After that, off to the races.
Got you.
I know exactly what you talking
Yeah,
about.
right, exactly.
I know exactly what
you
you're
know what I'm
talking
saying?
about.
After
You
that,
talking
all
about the
fear
shoulder?
gone.
Yeah, because I had both of them. So once I got this one, the left one healed up. I really didn't hit with it because then this one got injured,
Yeah.
and then I healed it up, and I thought no team was going to take me. Finally got a shot. Got to play in some preseason games, and after that first hit, I was like, it's still attached. I was like, yeah, I'm good. And then I got the one on the right, and then I hit with the left, and I was like, it didn't fall off the bone. I'm good.
Yeah.
So I was over there getting hyped in myself. I was like,
Yeah.
all right, we good. We
Yeah.
good.
It's good. So I mean, it's one of those things where now your confidence, you've just boosted your own confidence.
Got you.
And now you're ready to play.
Yeah.
Right before our because our team went undefeated,
Okay.
and right before our championship game, I come off the ball, and from the way the doctors explained it, I came off the ball with so much force that my foot snapped.
Ooh.
And I'm like, snap? They're like, yeah, you fractured one of the bones in your foot coming off the ball, the way you pushed off. Then they showed me the film. And I looked at that and I said, you know what? This is it. My application at this time, I had a few more months out there. My application at this time was already in for corrections.
Okay.
By the time I came back to California,
Yeah.
I was already in the process. This is everything.
Oh, so that was
That was there.
already
there.
set.
I'm done.
Yeah.
And I went ahead and pursued it.
Gotcha, gotcha.
Corrections. I I'm gonna say this. My wife probably not gonna like them to say this, but she's another reason why I didn't pursue football professionally anymore.
Okay.
Because when I got back, me and her was dating and everything like that. We was actually about to get married, and she said, "I'm gonna ask you. I know something that you probably don't want to hear, but would you please not pursue football professionally anymore?" She's like, "You've seen too many injuries." She had a long list of why.
Yeah.
I said, "All right, no problem." About a year into us, I'm still working out the way I'm supposed to.
Yeah, yeah.
And I
you
knew
working out like you're gonna play.
I'm working out still like I'm to this day.
Yeah.
Whenever I hit the gym, I work out like I'm still gonna play.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, whenever I hit the gym.
I know. I saw him.
He does the hang cleans. He does the heavy sled pushes.
Everything.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I still do all that.
Oh man, my back hurts just talking about it.
I can't get it out.
My
Well,
knees
you
hurt
train
talking
like
about
that.
And so,
Oh man.
and so I get a call.
Genetics.
I get a call from Canada.
Okay.
Hey, I want you to come for a tryout. Sorry, but I'm no longer pursuing it professionally. I'm done. Are you sure? Like, this can be your end. I'm like,
Yeah.
Nah.
Really?
Right. 24 years old. Remember, your window, a lot of people windows end at that time, and
Yeah.
25 years old, your
Yeah.
window's closed. It's done.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
looking for somebody younger.
Yeah.
You know, so I was like, nah, I'm done, man.
Yeah.
And I told him I'm done.
Wow.
And that was the last time. And then after that, started training your boys, and then training the other kids, and then I started backing off from that. So my whole thing was, a lot of people wanted me to start, hey, you need to charge for this, you need to charge for that. But my whole thing was, I didn't want to charge kids for free information.
Yeah.
Information is free. I don't want to charge these kids for, I'm going to get my money some other place, but I don't want to charge kids for training.
Yeah.
Because we already are running a race that we're behind.
Yeah.
So if I can have kids from the inner city and teach them the stuff that they need to be able to be successful on the field, like the other kids who can afford all the training, then I'm winning.
Yeah. That's true.
So, and that's the way I felt about
That's
it.
true.
So that's why you always say, what do you want? Nothing.
Yeah.
And you're like, dude, you got it. No, I don't. I don't have that. No, I don't want nothing.
Yeah.
And I still stick by that.
That's good, man.
Yeah.
So what are you coaching now?
I'm actually coaching at a high school. I'm coaching at Urqhart Hills High School. And,
Okay.
That's the thing. I'm coaching D-line, the position I didn't want to play. Right? But I learned everything from Orgeron. I'm still a student of the game.
Okay.
So when I learned those things, I didn't lose it.
Yeah.
A year under his tutelage is like, come on, dude, you've gained.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I still do that. A lot of things that linebacker and D-line, it coincides. And so you don't have to really worry about losing, or you're gonna be out of position for this.
Yeah, yeah.
It all works. So I'm coaching D-line at Urqhart, and I also coach my son's football team.
Okay. And what's the name of that team?
My son's team is SoCal Trojans.
Now, were they SoCal Trojans before you got there?
Actually, they wasn't.
What were they
Okay.
before? The Bruins?
They were the IE Ducks.
Oh,
That's what
yeah,
it's
yeah.
Yeah, they were the IE Ducks, not the OG Ducks.
Okay, that's what
That's the OG Ducks.
That's what I was thinking about.
There was the IE Ducks.
Okay.
So they changed that, not only because I got there, but because they want to separate themselves from the Ducks.
Yeah.
So
Gotcha.
they became the SoCal Trojans,
Nice.
and
Nice.
it's a growing organization. It's doing well.
Yeah.
They're now part of the Supreme League, and they're doing their thing. Shout out to Ray Martinez. He's done his thing.
Okay.
So
Okay. So what in the coaching aspect? You said Orgeron's kind of your motivation. He kind of was your mentor at the time. That's where you fall back on that training.
as far as my D-line, helping D-line coaching, I fall back on Orgeron's training.
Okay. Okay.
As much as he cussed me out, as much as he put a lot of knowledge in me to where I can still use that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then here's the thing: you still gotta be a student of the game. So I do a lot of research.
Got you.
To be able to help these guys get in the right positions.
Yeah, yeah.
To be able to beat offensive blocks.
Do you think the game's changed a lot?
Game's a lot faster.
Okay.
These linemen are getting smaller faster.
Yeah.
You don't see big 300-400 pound linemen anymore.
Yeah,
hardly.
that's true.
They're 280.
I mean, they still big though.
They're still big.
Nah, there's
They're
a dude in the draft.
moving.
What's it called? Georgia. Georgia.
Yeah,
That's,
but he's a D lineman.
oh,
I know what you're talking about.
There's that offensive line dude that ran fast too.
Yeah, but these guys.
I just
fast.
don't like it because
Yeah.
like we can't even chop them no more.
Exactly.
And it's like I mean, it's cool. Like I get it. They don't want to get injured, but it's
Yeah.
like if you running full speed at me, I'm gonna die. Like it's
Yeah.
not gonna be.
I mean, but here's the thing. At the same time, we can't. They don't run. They don't call it a bang 8 anymore.
Yeah,
You know what I'm talking about, right?
no.
yeah, they do.
The bang they shouldn't.
Wait, what's a
Why?
bang 8? What's a
bang 8?
You
What's
talking
a
about?
bang
about
Wait,
the
you talking about a route?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They call it a bang 8.
They still call it a bang 8.
What's a bang 8?
The post.
Four step. It's like a what's it called?
It's like
Flat.
a post.
It's like a flat post.
Flat post. It's a flat post.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, flat post.
Why is it called a bang 8?
Because every time you come across the middle, you got a linebacker sitting ready to bang you.
But they don't hit like that, like they
Exactly.
used to. They don't do that anymore.
And that's my point.
Yeah.
You
But
know,
what does
so
that have to do with linemen?
what I'm talking about, you can't cut. You made a statement, or you can't cut them no more. I'm like, well, we can't hit nobody coming across the middle. Things have gotten difficult. Things have
Yeah.
got different.
I mean, you're not wrong because I ain't paying that fine. That's for sure. I mean, I'm gonna have to pay the fine, but I don't want to pay the fine because if you hit that dude,
Right. But
Yeah.
that's just
Yeah.
how the game has changed. See, like the game is different from
Yeah.
when I came through. So it's like
yeah, but that's okay. That's helping them, right? But like,
You're trying to look for what's helping defense.
like no, I'm just, nothing's helping us. There's
No.
nothing that helping. It's an offensive game.
It's an offensive game. It's not
Yeah.
meant to
There's
help us.
nothing-
We don't
nothing
come to
helps
see
us.
y'all play.
It's meant to put points on the board and
That's
make
it.
this make the game
Exactly,
look
because
spectacular.
if I see him running at me, I know I like on film. I'm gonna have to like I'm gonna have to fit that. I can't. If I go outside of it, I'm gonna get told something. If I go inside of it, I'm gonna get told something. I'm gonna have to fit that right there.
And it's
force him
because
back
everything's on film.
Because everything on film.
Yeah,
And it's like I would rather chop him.
Yeah.
That takes us both out the play. I'm cool. Like I'm not going to try to delete your knees out the from non-existent. I'm just going to
Chop.
What's
I'm
his
gonna just
name?
get down low.
hit your ankles and then hopefully you
There's
trip.
a clip. The kid out of LSU, they call him the Honey Badger.
Yeah.
There's a clip of him where he came off the edge.
Yes.
And he came in.
Yes, on the Chiefs, right?
On the Chiefs.
Yes.
And he got hit.
Yes. But
And
he was like already leaning back because he saw how fast
he
he
was
was
coming.
coming. And they all fast. It's
Fast.
not slow no
Fast.
more.
Wait, I didn't see that.
So they're quick. Their 10 yards is a lot faster than what it was.
Exactly.
Their 10 yards, because when that guard is pulling, what's his name, Smith?
From the 49ers.
Yes. When he pulled versus the
my
Packers, when he pulled versus the Packers,
Hey, you
I felt
probably
bad for that
fine.
linebacker.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
He pulled and then he was a tackle pulling.
Uh-huh.
He pulled
77,
and made it
man.
clear across the line of scrimmage and made the hit, and linebacker didn't see it coming.
Yeah.
Trey Williams, isn't it?
I think so.
Trey Williams.
That's one of the best linemen in the game.
All I know is that
It's
these
different.
cats is moving.
Yeah.
So
Go ahead.
no, so that's for me. That's how the game is changing.
Yeah.
And like for example, linebackers now. You don't have 250 pound linebackers anymore.
Yeah.
And from my understanding, correct me if I'm wrong, they want your linebackers to be 225, maybe 230.
Because you got to keep up with receivers now in the slot.
You got to cover the slots now. When I was coming through,
They're huge.
I wasn't covering nobody's slot.
Yeah, they're huge.
Because they want hybrids now.
But
want hybrids now.
also in your game, you guys was just hitting whoever came across your way. Y'all were just
Some Ray Lewis.
Yeah, so if you're
But
gonna
that was-
cross,
If you're gonna cross my path,
you getting hit.
You getting hit because I too big. I don't have the speed
Yeah.
to run with you.
Yeah.
So my thing is, if I can stop you from running, my job is done. Now I can focus on
You know
something
who
else.
was mean? Who was mean is Porter.
Oh yeah.
Porter was mean when people came across. Oh yeah, that was bad. That was bad.
I don't know if he said.
That was bad.
Oh yeah, that's it right there. Oh,
So that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, let's go ahead and
Yeah,
survive
chop
that.
nothing, and
yeah,
it's like,
he already started leaning. He
Yeah.
absorbed it.
Yeah, you just gotta do it.
You gotta do it.
Like
Like,
you're saying that we're dropping weight, but the thing is that they're moving faster. So it's like, I mean, even though they're dropping weight, they're moving a lot faster.
Yeah,
because they're dropping weight.
yeah.
Yeah, but it's just like it's still gonna hurt.
So
Regardless.
now you're teaching. You're in high school. You're coaching. Are you getting more involved in that? Are you pulling back from that and concentrating on?
I'm getting more involved in
Okay.
that. As of right now, I'm getting because I'm getting more involved in it. I'm getting thirsty to do something else with it.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
So what do you mean something else?
So
You gonna start putting on the past facility?
No.
He gonna do head coach.
He gonna do a speakeasy for coaching.
I'm looking. No, like you said before, I got so many hats, but I'm learning to take these hats off to try to hyper focus on different things.
Okay.
So right now, as far as the barbecue thing, it's been on hold because I've been in school.
Okay.
Remember, I told you I flunked out.
Yeah.
So now I'm back in school.
Okay.
At not ASU, U of A.
U of A. Okay.
So online.
Yep. We got that graduation picture.
So you
sent it to us.
So that's it. So I'll be done with school this week, and
Congratulations.
I'll be finishing up this week. And my graduation ceremony is May 20th, May 19th.
Hey, shout out to Shamika, because
shout out Shamika.
Shout out Shamika.
Definitely shout out to my wife because she put up with a lot.
Oh.
She put
I can imagine.
Yeah, boy.
She gotta put up with a lot.
She put up with a lot. She handles it
even without the school.
Yeah. Oh yeah, most definitely. Well, the hours of me going back and forth with Jonathan in football practice, come back home, and too tired to do anything else. She gets in the kitchen, she do whatever she do. Yeah. Or some days I come home and I sit in the backyard, I have a cigar and drink, And she's like, "What are you doing?" I'm relaxing. She was like, "Oh, okay. What are we gonna do for dinner?" I'm like, "Could you think about that?" And she handles it. Yeah. So. I can say behind every good man, every strong man, every man that's doing this, there's a good woman. So there it is.
So what you get the degree in? What is it going to be?
It's in sociology.
Sociology. Okay.
It's sociology with the art of social society.
Okay.
I believe that's a hard one. The reason why I was so ready to go back to school because I want to coach at the next level.
Got you.
So in order to coach college ball, you have to have your degree.
Got you. So you have to have a master's, or is it just a?
No, you can get a degree. You just have to have your degree, bachelor's degree.
Okay.
But there are certain aspects of there are different programs that ask for more.
Okay.
So like there's one program that asks for a master's, and it's basically assistant coach.
Okay.
And I'm not looking to jump in and I'm going NCAA D1 right off the bat. No, that I have a lot to learn.
Yeah.
So
you got to pay your dues.
I got to pay my dues,
up,
and keep going up. So right now I'm looking to start off small at maybe a JC. Right now I'm getting my feet wet. Coaching at Harupa Hills High School.
Okay.
It isn't one of the Power 5 or the top high school in California, but it's something.
Yes.
We do well every year. We get to the playoffs. Then they put us in a bracket where I just think the boys it's just ridiculous.
They put you with modern day teams.
They put us on. We're D7, D8 school.
Yeah.
I mean, Colony's D9, so you can't even tell.
But then they throw us in D4.
Oh,
yeah.
That's
a big jump.
That's a huge jump. Then we go play Aquinas and get murdered. I'm like, dude, this is you talking private school.
Aquinas? No.
Aquinas. Rialto.
Okay.
So
like, wait, what?
So all in all, and we go and that's the reason why for the sociology degree and moving forward with that.
Yeah.
And so now I'm debating whether I'm about to continue this.
Don't forget you get the extra pay too.
Right. Mm-hmm. The extra pay with the current job that I have now.
Yes.
But that isn't all. I want more.
Okay.
So if I can get myself, I'm looked at, as I'm going through my process with school, I'm looking at jobs that, in the coaching field. Mm-hmm. I'm like, oh, shoot, assistant coach. Oh, this, and stuff like that. So I'm like, okay, let me just go ahead and see what this looks like.
Yeah.
And I go down through their, what their requirements are and everything. And I start saying to myself, I was like, okay, well, now I need a master's degree.
Yeah.
Now I'm in the process of saying, okay, do I want to jump into this right now?
Yeah.
Or do I want to start focusing on putting everything else together so that I can,
Yeah.
I think I'm going to go ahead and wait a second.
Okay.
Because I know my wife wants to go back to school.
Gotcha.
She wants to go back yes, it's her turn. Now I got to take up the load so she can go back to school and everything like that. And she wants to go ahead and get into marketing.
Okay.
I said, well, that's a plus because, hey, it's not just my business, it's our business.
Yeah.
So You go back to school, get your marketing degree, and we do that. Now we keep everything in the family.
Yeah. So you're talking about the business. When you say our business, are you talking about the
Barbecue.
Barbecue? Got you.
Yeah.
And what's a barbecue?
Mr. Daniel's Barbecue.
Daniel's Barbecue.
Mr. Daniel's Barbecue. Yeah. So I figured that there's got to be
not just food either. He makes sauces. All right, sauces,
everything.
Sauces.
Barbecue sauces.
Keep it simple.
Make full Thanksgiving dinner. Cause that's what you cook our
Thanksgiving dinner,
turkey,
mac and cheese,
everything.
Yeah, greens.
Everything.
Don't be standing next to your mom when you're eating. I don't need nobody getting in trouble. Might slap her.
Cause you might slap her.
You might slap her. It is what it is. So. But that's where I'm at right now.
Okay.
So all the way up until me graduating, everything right now, this is where I'm at.
Nice. You know what's a great thing about you graduating at this age? Your kids get to see it.
That's another reason.
Dude.
Because my son sees me, he's like, Dad, where's your degree? See the plaque. I said, oh my God. So right now I literally have, usually you wait until you pull all that stuff out. I have everything sitting out. I have my cap and gown sitting out. I got my placard for my degree to go into sitting out. I got all this stuff sitting out because I need him to understand that, hey, look, finish.
Expect it. Yeah.
Expect it. I don't expect you, graduation from high school. Yeah. You're going to do that. They're supposed to do that.
Yeah.
Graduate from college, make that happen.
Yeah.
Now let's go ahead and pursue whatever you want to pursue.
Yeah.
And so that's that. So now I'm at the point where, just like y'all, I want to make sure that y'all stay on the right path. Jonathan.
Yeah.
Because now my son is coming into a point where the process I had coming through high school to the college level, all the coaches coming, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
They're doing it from youth football to high school now.
Yeah.
And my son, he shows promise.
Yeah.
As a quarterback, and I'm looking for him to do great things, and I just want to make sure that
that's a journey too.
It's a journey.
That's a journey for you, for him, for the family.
Right.
I see the changes you guys made.
So, and the journey, is making sure he's in front of the right people.
Yeah.
And make sure he's got the right people behind him.
Constantly.
Now, and I must say this: your boys, Tommie and Khalil, have both ruined and helped me. And I'm gonna say this.
Mainly Khalil. Go ahead.
And let's start with him.
Yeah.
Let's ruined by turning my son against me from a Pittsburgh Steelers fan
Ravens.
to a Ravens fan.
Ravens fan.
Helped me because my son knows everything is possible.
Yes. Yeah.
He's there.
Yeah. Especially at 5'7".
5'7"? I thought you were 5'6". Well, we'll get back to that. Whoa. Okay. 5'6" and a half.
Let me stretch first, all right? And then it's 5'9", all right? Oh, my goodness.
And then on the other end, you got Tommie.
Yeah.
Got my son believe me the helmet thing on grass and turf.
That is true. He's changing his mind on a lot of things.
But then now Tommie is taking up the mantle where he's coaching and training my son.
Good, yeah.
The same training he does with Khalil, he's doing with everybody else now. He's doing with my son.
Hey man, did you get to him before me? By the way, you was helping him before me, right?
I had a little something with some of his techniques.
A little something, dog.
What?
He thinks I'm punishing him when I ask him to do push-ups. Was that it?
Hey, so he did use that as a punishment, huh?
Yeah, probably.
He used that as a punishment.
Because every time I ask him to do push-ups,
who the way do push-ups? Kind of like when I bring out a belt with Khalil.
No.
Kind of like that.
So, football practice.
He told you he's abusive.
His youth. Did he just say that? No. So at his youth football practice, whenever they mess up, I'm like, Johnny, give me 5. Johnny, give me 5.
He hates it, right?
He hated it.
But
where's he at, man? I feel like bringing him on.
He was watching from the window for a little while.
I feel like bringing him on.
Yeah, he was watching from the window. I mean,
I'm telling you, some of the things I get nervous. Because I'm like, dude, did he tell you? I don't know if I should tell you.
Don't tell him everything. You're
don't do that. That's player coach confidential. Confidentiality. Come on, don't do that.
You can't do it, man.
That's crazy.
Yeah, because he probably go to you.
That's crazy.
He probably go to you.
I don't know if he's told you about the recent practices. Has he said anything or?
He hasn't said
needle
anything.
steed. You could find a needle steed. Yeah,
Snitching.
it's the same.
That's crazy.
Stitches.
I haven't said nothing.
Stitches.
It's not. You're reaching. Just if you want to bring them on, bring them on.
He just texting right now.
Yeah, so I mean, but that's
Because I noticed, because for one, as a dad, there's no manual to this.
there isn't. There is
Yeah,
not. There's not. And just in case y'all want to know, you can follow him at Jonathan. I believe it's Jonathan Urquhart highlights.
Yeah.
Let me see if let me get it straight. So before I throw this out there,
The proud dad.
yeah,
Plug.
you plug. You know what I'm saying?
Gotta plug him.
Yeah, am I using y'all as a plug right now? I think I might be.
Yeah, it's all right, dog.
I mean,
And then the team, you got to follow the team.
we
too.
winning. We all winning. It's Jonathan _Urquhart
Urquhart.
highlights.
Nice.
And you'll be able to see what I'm talking about. I think he's beyond his years as a quarterback.
Because he started with them
Facts.
training, and then being around them training, then whoever else you train, he's always been around.
Hey, this man, when he was younger, had the snot running down doing ladders. I remember that.
Yeah.
When Jonathan was out there, he had the snot running down, and then he would get on the ladder, start doing the ladders.
Really?
Yeah.
That's nasty.
It was a lot.
That's what you think about.
So okay, so you got Jonathan doing that, and then your daughter.
Oh.
Yeah, we got to talk about her. Yeah,
Definitely can't leave my daughter out of
to
this.
give her some shout out.
Oh my God, my baby.
Yes.
All right, hold on.
Yeah, get the drink.
All right, let's see. Nia Ashley Clemens.
Shout out Naya.
Shout out Nia, my baby. Where do I start with her? Getting over her anxiety.
Okay.
Oh, my baby had major anxiety.
Okay.
She come home with a B plus.
Yeah.
Loses her mind.
Wow.
She does not like having. Don't mess up her GPA.
Okay.
Don't mess up her GPA.
Okay.
She graduated cum laude from high school.
Don't know what that feels like.
Carry on.
Who y'all telling? I don't know what cum laude look like.
Spell it.
In high school, if you would have asked me what's cum laude, I'm like, what did he make?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I didn't go to school with
I
him.
didn't go to school with him.
Yeah.
You know,
Is he brand new?
So, but that's that part of things. So,
Yeah.
but baby graduated. She wanted to go into personal training.
Oh, okay.
You know, physical therapy and everything like that.
Yeah.
Sports medicine.
Yeah.
So she actually does go into sports medicine at her school at Wanda High School.
Nice.
And in that, she was like, Dad, I love this. I'm like, I'm glad you love it. I'm like, I've been trying to get you around sports for the longest. You wanted to do cheerleading. I want you to run track and so on and so forth. Yeah. But she finally got into sports medicine, and she was like, this is where I want to be at.
Nice.
And I said, so what's your thought on that? Why you want to be there now?
Yeah,
Like, what? All of a sudden, she was like, why not? She was like, you play football.
Yeah.
She said what her thing was, and once again, my wife is going to kill me on this. She said, Dad, we're all athletes. I'm an athlete.
Yeah.
You an athlete? Jonathan's an athlete?
Yeah.
Mom, well, you know, she watches athletes. So the thing is,
that's why you gonna be in trouble.
Yeah, exactly right. And so the thing is, she's highly intelligent young lady.
Yeah.
I can't complain about it. So she ended up graduating high school.
Yeah.
And she had choices beyond whatever you can imagine.
Okay.
She had, just to call out a few, I think she had Spelman. Mm-hmm. She had USC. She had Arizona State. Mm-hmm. She had Berkeley.
Mm-hmm. And you were pushing for USC, huh?
Oh, I was pushing for USC. I was pushing for USC.
Hard.
But USC
Heavy.
But USC hurt themselves with that one. They wouldn't give her a full ride. So they kind of messed up, and they were like, "Oh, we can get you in the next semester." This and that.
Yeah.
She's still thinking about switching over, by the way.
Okay.
And then Berkeley was willing to give her a full ride.
Okay.
I was like, I'm like, she's going to Berkeley. My baby she got accepted to Berkeley.
Yeah.
I'm like, she got accepted to Berkeley, Arizona State, and all this.
Just don't turn the corner.
Oh man, so
that area.
Exactly. So they did. My wife and them went up there and did a tour.
Yeah,
you know, they was like, she was like, I'm not coming here. She said it's horrible over here. She said people sitting in the trees doing their homework.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm not a tree hugger like this. So she left, and she was like, you know what, Dad, I'm going to Arizona State.
Yeah.
So this was the time Jonathan was still doing 707. We had a tournament, 707 tournament in Arizona. We do a tour of the facility there. A guy named Uko, who also played at USC a couple of years after me, we ended up meeting up with Chris Claiborne, who played before me at USC, who was the linebacker coach at Arizona State at the time.
Nice.
Got us all in there. We was able to go in there and do all that stuff.
Connections.
And, to be able to, see the facility, see that. She branches off. She was like, yeah, y'all athletes, I'm not going there to see that stuff.
Yeah.
She was like, she branches off since she finds a sports medicine, sports trainer.
Oh.
And she's in his ear. If one thing I told her is how to, I'm like, you got to network. Don't let nobody tell you talk too much.
Yeah.
Talk a lot. So, and she does. She goes talk to him. She gets in his ear. Next thing you know, she was like, I'm here. This is where I want to go.
Wow.
Now she's at Arizona State doing her thing.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I'm supposed to say this.
You already got trouble with one of them.
We can clip it.
We could clip it.
We're going to send her the real one.
Let me just say this. I would love for her to be Greek.
Oh, okay.
So,
oh, yeah, you're going to get her in trouble. But go ahead. They might not say it. They might not say that.
Did I say anything?
No, you didn't say nothing.
No,
I just said what I would love for her to be.
When they play, they're not supposed to be playing.
So, all right. So, but, if that happens, that happens. If it don't, okay. So
this
what?
one? Okay, got you.
And so on and so forth. And so this is at the time I had asked her the question again.
Yeah.
Why do you want to be trained so bad? She said the same reason why my wife wants to be marketing.
Okay.
She wants to keep everything within the family.
Okay.
And she said the reason why is because Jonathan's going to be playing ball. I want Jonathan to be able to go and find me to be his trainer, his physical therapist, because I ain't going to lie to him. I ain't going to tell him that you're good to go when you're not.
Yeah. That's smart.
And so
take care of the family.
She kind of like she's still doing sports medicine, but with an emphasis on her medical.
Okay.
So that she can diagnose him and everything like that.
Wow.
And so she's up there doing her thing, straight A student. She's actually in, I think it's called the Barrett program.
Okay.
Where it's actually AP for college.
Wow.
And she's killing it.
Dang.
Killing it.
What year is she in?
Freshman.
Okay.
And she's doing all this.
Yeah.
I'm looking at her, I'm like, just getting to the school would have been happy. I would have been happy with that. But you're there. And she calls, she's tired all the time. But at the end of the day, I talk to her and I tell her, hey, look, pressures make diamonds. That's when, you put coal under extreme pressure.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you got a diamond. I said, hey, just think about how you're going to come out of this.
Yes.
And she does.
Yeah.
So I'm extremely proud of her in that aspect of everything. She's doing her thing. She became a great and phenomenal young woman.
Yeah.
Phenomenally.
Yeah.
So I'm proud of her.
Yeah, I can see it, man. Because I remember when I not first talked to you, but when I talked to you, and you was like, man, Nia, man, she is just doing her thing. I got to talk to you about that. She's doing her thing.
She's doing her thing.
Because we always hear about Jonathan. It's like, do you know?
Because he's the one that's around.
He's right in your face.
Yeah.
But Nia, like I tell people all the time, I said, I got 2 kids that.
It's a blessing, man.
It's a blessing. The way I tell a lot of people, and not y'all, because y'all family.
Yeah.
But everybody outside, I'm like, my kids? Oh yeah, they're better than yours. My daughter? I got the best daughter in the world.
You're supposed to think that. Yeah.
My daughter, your daughter? Your daughter sucks. My son? And then we go to my son, I'm like, I'm like, yo. I said, some people, and I joke with him too. I'm like, my son, he's a little quarterback.
You say that out loud, I say it in my head, and I'm like, my kid's better than your kids.
Yeah,
As a parent.
As a parent.
As a parent,
You know,
it's always like that.
Hands down, my kid's better than yours.
Your kid's a doctor. Oh, my kid better than you. My kid better than you.
I
don't care what they doing.
My kid has become the president. Psh, my kid's going to be the president.
Always, man. Always.
But it is what it is. So
Yeah.
I can't say nothing else about it. But now I got 3 other kids.
Okay.
That I'm working on trying to get to that level.
Okay.
You know, love them just the same.
Yeah.
Damien, DJ, and Bella.
Okay.
You know, not mine, but love them just the same.
Yeah.
And I'm waiting for them to do great things.
Now, are they? Is this training them or mentor training?
In the mentoring aspect.
Okay, got you.
Not necessarily training them. It's mentoring, make sure that they don't get off track.
Yeah.
You know, and everything like that. So that's another day, different story. You know?
Yeah.
But
That's good, man. That's good. That, like I said, I'm been proud of you. I've been watching you from afar and from up close, and you're a great dad.
Thank you.
You're a great mentor. I know the food that you cook is great because you do everything you do seem to be like, even looking at this is all your hands. Like it's tremendous to me, man. It's just a blessing. Obviously, you did drink water, meaning that something was put in front of you, and you went ahead and did it. So I just want to say you're a blessing, man.
Thank you.
And proud of you. And like I said, but before we go, is there anything you want people to know, or anything you want to leave people with?
I look at a lot of things in life, and if there's one thing I can say, rely on each other. There's a point of our life where we can say, we can do this by ourselves. I can do this by myself, but you can't.
Yeah.
You can't. Rely on each other and understand that if there's something in your life that's hard, it's harder for someone else.
Yeah.
And I've always left it with the serenity prayer.
Okay.
And I ain't gonna even act like I know it verbatim.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
But I will always go back to my serenity prayer.
Got you.
The things that you can change, change them. Then things that you can't change, understand that with wisdom, you can know the difference between the two.
Got you.
Just a tidbit of where I assume that the serenity prayer lies and everything like that. I don't know it verbatim, and I'm not gonna act like I do. But, but that's where and that's the one thing I send to my daughter all the time.
Good. Yeah.
You got to understand those things, and and continue to pray, because faith without works doesn't work at all.
Doesn't work at all, man.
So
this is in the Drinking Water podcast. We'd like to say thank you to our guest Urqhart. Once again, proud of him, and thank you for this time.
Well, thank you,
Drinking Water out.